Hello and welcome to Stat 200. I'm Dr. Zimmerman and I'll be your instructor this semester. You can call me Dr. Z or Professor Prof Z. You'll find that I make a lot of videos in this course. There's a lecture video each week, a ton of examples in the online notes, and I'll often respond to your discussion board questions with videos sometimes. This is probably the only video in the course that is what I would call a talking head. The majority of the time I'll use PowerPoint slides or screen capture, so you won't actually see me in most of the videos. But the purpose of this video is for me to introduce myself to you and also to give you a quick tour of the course in Canvas to let you know where to get started. In terms of my background, I've been working with Stat 200 for almost 3 years. In addition to teaching, I coordinate the online sections of the course that are taught through World Campus, and in the summer, the University Park web sections. You may have noticed that there's 2 sections of the course merged together in Canvas. This summer, I'm teaching a World Campus section of the course and a University Park web section of the course. You'll all be together in Canvas, so you can interact on the discussion boards with anyone from either section. A little about my educational background. I have a PhD in educational psychology from Penn State University Park. While I was working on my PhD, I also completed a Master's of Education in Adult Education with an emphasis on online learning and a graduate certificate in Applied Statistics. Currently, I'm an assistant teaching professor, so my main responsibilities are all related to teaching, though I'm trying to keep involved with some research. I've been doing research related to course completion and success in Stat 200. Moving forward, I'd like to do more work with the instructional videos that you'll see spread out throughout the course. Now I'm going to take you into Canvas to show you where to go and how to get started in the course. I have this set to the card view. If you don't see the course on your dashboard when you log into Canvas, you can go to Courses, All Courses, and then find Stat 200 there. When you enter the course, you'll be taken to the home page. I'm in the instructor view, so this looks slightly different from what you'll see in the student view. Right now, this just has a quick welcome to the course and a link to the video that you're currently watching. Below this is the Penn State Learning Tutors schedule. If you're a University Park student, you may be familiar with the guided study group leaders for some of the large courses on campus. This is something similar that we offer for our online stat courses. If you scroll through this, you can see that each week there are 2 group review sessions with Lydia. They're currently scheduled for Wednesday nights and Sunday nights. There's also a ton of Q&A sessions. For those 2 group review sessions, Lydia will prepare PowerPoint slides with some old quiz questions that she'll walk through. These will be recorded and posted to her YouTube channel. The Q&A sessions are more like open office hours. You can drop in during those hours to ask any questions. The tutors use Zoom, which is really great. It's fairly easy for you to share your screen with the tutors, so you can show them a question that you're working on the homework, or walk through what you're trying to do with some of the software that we'll be using. The Q&A sessions, though, are not recorded. In terms of the other tabs that you'll be able to see in Canvas, on the left, just the ones that are in black here, you'll be able to see. The ones that are grayed out are set to only be available in the instructor view. The next one that you'll see is the Announcements tab. I do use the announcements fairly regularly. You should either set your Canvas account to send you notifications when announcements are posted, which you'll learn how to do in this Canvas notifications announcement, or you should plan to check on this page a few times a week. The second tab that you'll see is the Syllabus tab. You can always find the course syllabus here. You can click this to open a preview of it, or if you click on the actual link, you can download it as a PDF. This gives you a ton of information about the course, including the required materials, information about all of the assignments. I do want to point out the information about the proctored exams. Be sure to read this and double check that your computer has all of the necessary features, because you won't be able to take the 2 exams without an examity proctor. It's 100% online, so you do need to have sufficient internet speed, a webcam, and a microphone that meet their specifications. We'll have an optional practice proctored quiz in a few weeks, so if you've never used Examity before, you'll want to practice using it with the practice quiz. If we keep scrolling through the syllabus, I also want to point out the extension policy, which is also very important. Essentially, you'll get an extension of 5 days on one lesson this semester. You should save that extension for a real emergency because once you use it, it's gone. The grading scale and everything else here is pretty standard. We do have a relatively in-depth academic integrity statement at the end because every semester we do find several students cheating in some way. The most common is using websites like Chegg and Course Hero. With all of the resources that are available in the course, you shouldn't be using websites like that at all. If you have any questions about what constitutes an academic integrity violation, please ask. At the bottom of the syllabus page then, you'll see the course summary, which has all of the due dates for all of the graded assignments in the course. You can see that there are deadlines every Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, starting Tuesday, May 22nd. The next tab, we scroll back up, is modules. This is probably where you'll spend most of your time. At the top, there are links to the Wiley Plus gradebook and support page. Wiley Plus is the homework system that you'll be using each week. I really like it because it lets you do each question an unlimited number of times. You'll get different numbers or different variables on each attempt. You'll go through question by question, so you don't need to do the whole thing in one sitting. I actually recommend that you spread it out over a few days. The second module is Examity. The first link provides you with more information about Examity and how it works. The second link is a student guide that was made by Examity. Then your Examity dashboard. This will take you to the same place as the Examity tab on the left. This is where you'll go to schedule your exam appointments and to meet up with your proctor when you go to take the exam. There's also an optional Examity practice quiz here. If you've never used Examity before, you should plan to take the practice quiz. I'll send out more reminders about this around the third week of class. Then we start to get into the lesson modules. Lesson 0 and Lesson 1 are both due Tuesday, May 22nd. You have a bit longer than usual, but this is because there's more to do in these modules than usual. Do not put this off until the night that it's due. Most students say that they need between 8 and 14 hours to complete a full lesson. You also want to start early so that you have enough time to ask questions as needed on the discussion boards or to make time to attend one of those Penn State Learning live sessions. Each module is set so that you first need to view the to-do list before you can access anything else. The Lesson 1 module has a few other controls. Since it's the first week, we have a survey that we ask you to complete and an introductions discussion board that you must post to before you can access any of the readings or assignments below it. Each week, you'll be given the option of doing a reading in the online notes or watching a video lecture. I think most students start with the online notes, and then if they have questions, they go to the lecture video. If you were to open the video in YouTube, there are timestamps down in the description that'll let you jump ahead to specific learning objectives. So I think what most students do is they read the online notes, and then when they get to a topic that they don't understand, they come to the video. For example, maybe they don't understand using Minitab to draw simple random samples. In the video, you can jump ahead to using Minitab to draw simple random samples. The next thing you'll see in each lesson module is a link to the e-textbook and a note about what sections or chapters you're supposed to read that week. Most lessons will also include 1 or 2 worked examples. Some, such as the one in Lesson 1, are meant to show you an example of proper formatting for the lab assignments. This one is actually my answer key from the spring semester, but it gives you an example of how we expect the lab assignments to look. Some lessons will also have some video worked examples that walk through extra examples that haven't made it to the online notes yet. The last section of each module are the assignments. Each lesson has an optional practice assignment in Wiley Plus and a required homework assignment in Wiley Plus. You should do the Wiley Plus assignments first. You have an unlimited attempt on every question, so my expectation is that you'll earn near 100% on all of the Wiley Plus assignments. If you're ever struggling with a Wiley Plus question, I would take a screenshot of it and post to the discussion board asking a question, letting me know what you're having difficulty with. Each lesson will also have a quiz and a lab assignment. You can do these in either order. The quiz you'll have 2 attempts on. They're set up with question sets, so you'll receive different questions on each attempt. You can see the correct answers and feedback on the multiple choice questions and the numeric answer questions immediately, but most of the quizzes have a short essay question that I'll need to grade manually. The lab assignment, I do want to show you. You'll be given a Word document. You'll download the Word document, open it, and then you'll type your answer directly into this Word document. So what we prefer is that you unbold and then change the color of the font and type your answer directly into this Word document. When you're finished, you'll save this as a PDF and then you'll upload the PDF to Canvas. Some of the lab assignments, like this first one, will require a data set. Those data sets will be available in the assignment in Canvas. You can see here that late assignments are accepted, but will be penalized 20 points per day late. This is in addition to the 1 lesson extension policy in the syllabus. So one lesson that you use your extension on, you will not lose 20 points per day. This is just if you're late a day or 2 without using your 1 extension. To finish walking through all the tabs that are available in Canvas, after the modules, you should see the e-textbook. This is part of your Wiley Plus package. I'll be posting videos on how to get set up with Wiley Plus and the e-textbook. This is through VitalSource, and you'll be able to access the e-textbook through their Bookshelf app if you want to download it to your cell phone or tablet. The discussions are all optional with the exception of the Introductions discussion board, but I strongly encourage you to use all of them. I do not answer content-related questions via the inbox. All of your content-related questions need to be posted to the appropriate lessons discussion board. There's also a Lesson 0 discussion board, so you can post questions about the class in general or anything from the orientation module before the class even begins. The Grades tab is where you'll find your view of the gradebook. And finally, the Examinee tab will take you to that Examinee dashboard. Again, around the 3rd week of the course, I'll send out more reminders about Examinee. The midterm is in week 7, so you do have some time to set up your account and to take the practice quiz if you've never used Examinee before. So take some time now to explore the course in Canvas. If you have any questions, please post them to that Lesson 0 discussion board.